ever hit one of those potholes that makes you wonder if you need a new suspension?
I feel that. Makes you wonder why we can't pave a road that lasts.
Right. But what if I told you there's a team in Spain that might have figured it out? And get this, they're doing it by using old asphalt.
We're not just talking about any old asphalt here. They're taking mountains of the stuff that would usually be dumped in a landfill and turning it into some seriously tough road material.
Yeah.
This isn't just your average recycling. This is high-performance recycling.
This is exactly why I was so excited to dig into this report with you. It's about this highway project led by these researchers, Pedro Hernández Carrillo and Gema Abellán López, and they presented it at a conference all about building sustainable roads. And let me tell you, this isn't just about filling potholes. It's about showcasing what a true circular economy can achieve.
They started with a massive challenge.
Yeah.
Demolishing part of a highway. We're talking over 1 million cubic meters of asphalt debris. Imagine a football stadium
Wow. Okay.
buried in asphalt. That's what they were dealing with.
Okay, yeah, I get the picture. Definitely not something you just toss in a dumpster. So how did they wrangle all that asphalt?
This is where it gets really interesting. Instead of sending it all to a landfill, they decided to get innovative. They ran experiments using this mountain of waste to create 2 essential road-building materials, suelo cemento, SC40, and suelo estabilizado, SEST3.
Okay, wait, those names ring a bell. Remind me again, what are those exactly?
Right, so the SC40. Think of it as the foundation, the base layer that you need for roads with heavy traffic. Usually it's made with cement and fresh aggregate. But these engineers, they decided to try something different. They swapped in ground-up asphalt instead.
Hold on, so they're basically building the new road on top of the old road. How cool is that?
That wasn't all. They also tested this recycled asphalt in the SEST3. Now, this one is typically a soil they use to stabilize embankments, so not quite as demanding as the base layer.
I'm guessing this wasn't just a matter of dumping old asphalt into the mix, though, right? There's got to be some science behind this.
Oh, absolutely. This wasn't some fly-by-night operation. They had to analyze everything. We're talking meticulous analysis of the asphalt millings, adjusting the mix with just the right amount of finer materials. They even tested out different sizes of asphalt milling. All of this, of course, to make sure that everything met Spain's very strict regulations for roads. We're talking about safety here, so they weren't cutting any corners.
Talk about attention to detail, but did it pay off? Did their recycled roads actually, hold up under pressure?
Okay, here's the best part. The results were phenomenal. Not only did the test sections meet their expectations, they completely exceeded them.
Okay, now you've got me on the edge of my seat. Tell me everything.
So take that recycled SC40 base layer, for example. They achieved incredible density and compaction, like off the charts, incredible, way more than what's normally required for heavy traffic. We're not just talking about good enough here. This stuff was top notch.
So they took something that most people would consider trash and turned it into something even better.
I love it. What about the SEST3, that embankment material? How did that hold up?
Even the SEST3, which, remember, usually has an easier job, showed impressive strength and deflection, which really speaks volumes about this entire approach. But that's not even the best part. This is where the real magic happens. This project, it perfectly embodies the 4 R's of a circular economy. Reduce, recycle, reuse, rehabilitate.
Okay, I love it, but break it down for me. How does this project hit all those points?
Okay, let's start with reduce. So by using recycled asphalt, they dramatically reduce, like really dramatically reduce, the need to use virgin materials. And let me tell you, virgin materials, those are incredibly energy intensive to produce. Plus, extracting them, really hard on the environment.
So less digging, less processing, less impact on the planet. Following so far. What about recycle? That one seems pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, recycle, that's at the core of this whole project. We're talking about taking a waste product, those asphalt millings, and giving them a second life as a valuable resource. But it goes beyond simply grinding everything up. They had to really understand the properties of the asphalt and then adapt their techniques.
Okay, yeah, I'm starting to get the full picture now. So we've got reduce and recycle down. What about the other 2 R's?
Right, so reuse. Think about it as keeping those materials in play, within the system. So they're not reusing the asphalt in its original form exactly, but they are giving it this new purpose. And importantly, it's within the same field road construction. It's about making the most of those resources and making them last as long as possible.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So what about rehabilitate? How does that fit in?
Rehabilitate is about moving away from this mindset of constantly building new stuff and moving towards a more sustainable approach. Taking what we already have and essentially regenerating it. This project shows that perfectly. They're not just building roads, they're rehabilitating our entire approach to infrastructure. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about taking steps in the right direction, learning as we go, and inspiring others to do the same.
So well said. We're all in this together, right? So whether it's supporting innovative companies like the one we talked about today, changing our habits, or speaking up for a more sustainable future, let's keep the momentum going.
Couldn't agree more. The future is ours to create. Let's build it with intention, creativity, and of course, a whole lot of circularity.
And on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the world of recycled roads, circular economies, and just how powerful innovative thinking can be. Remember, what might seem impossible today could be our reality tomorrow, but only if we embrace the possibilities of a circular future. Until next time, keep asking those questions, keep learning, and keep pushing for a more sustainable world.